Tired of the everyday grind? Want to get away from it all? Descend into paradise. Florida.
Greetings, everybody, from sunny Florida. Here's wishing you the best of everything. And it's my personal belief that the best of everything comes from right down here.
Well, hello again, everybody. This is Steph from JustTodayInParadise.com, and welcome to episode 17 of Just a Podcast in Paradise. Me and the Dip crew love living in the Sunshine State, and it's our goal to help you plan for your very own day in paradise. Follow along as we explore the Keys, theme parks, springs, and everything in between. As you know, we love to enjoy an adult beverage or two while we hang out with you guys, so today's cocktail is definitely one you're going to want to wrap your jaws around. We're ready if you are, so kick up your feet, throw on your shades, and let's take a trip to paradise. Hi, guys. Hey guys, do you get the joke?
It was really good.
You wrap your jaws around it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I wouldn't recommend, actually.
Yeah, you're going to want to use a straw.
There's
Wrap your
glass,
straws
so
around
yeah,
it.
Wrap your
So
straws.
today's episode is all about sharks, because it's one of the most sacred days or sacred weeks of the year.
Dun it.
It's Shark Week. Dun it, dun it. Yep.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-doo-doo-doo.
So we made a cocktail today. We're calling it a shark bite. Shark bite. Ooh-ha.
Yes,
Right? Yeah. So what do you guys think of it?
it's very refreshing. I'm a big fan. What's the carbonation in it?
So I found a recipe that called for ginger beer. So I was going to get ginger beer. But I found something called Jamaican ginger ale.
It's so
So
good.
it's Jamaican ginger ale.
So it's helping my stomach as I drink it too.
There you go. Yeah, it's easing your stomach because it's about to get really scary.
You know those sodas? I forget what they're called. They're like different flavored sodas. Jones sodas?
Yeah.
That's
I
what it
love
tastes
Jones
like.
sodas.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've
You
had
wouldn't
one.
know that there was alcohol in it. It might be the fact that it's blue from the blue curacao that's making
The
me
blue
have that
curacao.
association.
Is that how
But
you say it?
Well, it's from. Have you never seen Tipsy Bartender?
No.
Oh, that's a really good one. You should watch
Yeah?
it.
All right, I'll watch it. So this one is nice and bright blue for sharks. And then we have like a pineapple shark fin. Yeah. So it's cool. It's got some rum in it. And it's delicious. So thank you for joining us today, Megan and Garrett.
Thank you
Yep.
for having us.
Yeah, you're very
serving us
welcome.
cocktails.
Yep. So out of the cold depths of the harsh sea that is television programming, a behemoth emerged many years ago. Shark Week. Do you guys celebrate?
Garrett's a big fan.
I've been
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
It's
me too.
like it's like my Thanksgiving.
I'm like a fair weathered fan.
Yeah,
What does
I've
that
gotten
mean?
many
Like you
of
can
them.
take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'll watch it sometimes, but I'm not like, oh my god, when is Shark
Oh,
Week?
I'm
It's
excited.
coming. It's here.
We talked about it like a month ago. I feel like we were like,
'cause
wait,
we
when
were-
the hell is Shark
When is
Week?
it happening? And
Yeah.
then it just came out of nowhere. I've always watched it. The past few years, I haven't watched it as much, but like back when I was a kid, like it wasn't as there weren't as many new shows every single year like this one. Like this year has a lot more like new stuff like I haven't seen before, but a lot of them were like reruns in the back in the past, and I always just liked the specific ones that I always watched.
So what is it about sharks for you? What do you love about sharks?
They're just so different than any other fish, of course. They're not any sort of like bony fish or anything. They're all cartilage.
That's true. Did you know that? They don't have bones in them.
Yeah, that's
Just-
weird.
Just
They're
cartilage.
like floppy, kind of.
Well, technically they have bones in them because they
Their
have teeth.
Yeah.
But it's a different material, I think. Because I looked it up because that's what I thought too. I'm like, but I've seen shark like jaws, like that you've seen those and they have the teeth in them. But there's something about the type of cartilage that it is. It fossilizes,
fossilizes?
and
That's
gets
pretty cool.
hard, so it looks like bone when
That's
it's
pretty cool.
fossilized, but it's not.
Is that why their teeth seem to come out so easily?
I don't know.
There's just so many. It's just like they have just rows of them. that
Yeah,
just,
literally.
keep
It's like an
reproducing.
assembly line of
You
teeth
find
to
so
rip
many,
you to shreds.
And
Yeah.
usually
with.
when someone gets attacked by a shark, there's teeth left behind.
Ugh,
It's weird.
That'd be kind of cool
It would
if
be
you
kinda cool.
survived
Yeah.
and you didn't have too much damage. If you had
We watched
the
an
tooth.
episode recently where a guy was attacked by a shark, and it was a great white.
Oh my
and
gosh.
he showed the teeth, and the people were like, "That's the biggest."
Tooth we've
wait,
ever
I've
seen.
never
Ever
seen.
seen? Oh my gosh,
Like,
that's so
where
scary.
did you get that?
How did you survive?
Yeah, well, I've always loved sharks. And I think there's something about always being near the water as Floridians that there's something like mysterious and a little bit scary. I mean, I know when I was a kid, even if I was in a pool,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I could like
Hammerheads in
trick
the pool.
myself into thinking that there was
Hammerheads
going to
in
be
the
a
pool.
shark.
And
if
like
I
you
opened my
kind of
eyes.
want to see them, but like
Right.
you don't, but you do.
Right.
I've always had I have an irrational fear. Like I love the beach, I love swimming and everything, but I have an irrational fear of depth and things
not
under
irrational.
me that
Okay.
I can't see. Like I remember I was boogie boarding in Hawaii with my brother. And we were about 100 yards out, and I had a panic attack because I just didn't know. We were in
Wow.
like 20 feet of water, 20,
Yeah.
30 feet of water, and I was just
It is
was
scary.
horrified.
I've never been out in like open water where if I looked down, I couldn't see the floor. That would probably be really scary.
we were in 600 feet. We were about 4 miles off Oahu, and we were in 600 feet of water, and we were swimming with Galapagos sharks. But like looking down, I remember I had a little like GoPro camera, but I
Yeah.
had nothing to attach it to me, so I put some fishing line on it. It just scared the crap out of me that I was going to drop it. And it just, you literally look down
really
and it's
scary.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's literally nothing.
Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Well, we're going to talk more about our shark experiences. But first, in honor of Shark Week, I want to give you some history
Nice.
on this special week. So, do you guys know when it started? Can you imagine? We have Cricket in the studio with us.
Cricket, say hi,
Yeah.
Cricket.
Say hi, Crick.
He did.
Cricket's afraid of sharks.
Yeah.
I don't even know if a shark would notice him in the water, honestly. He's so small.
I don't know. They're very curious. They might like.
They are.
A little quick
Lap-
nibble
just-
and
and
like
just-
a nibble on.
And
They wouldn't even
Cricket
have to
while
bite
he's
it.
complete-
Yeah,
swallowing
they might
Cricket
accidentally
whole.
swallow him.
Just breathe
Just
it.
inhale, and then Cricket's gone. Yeah, so back to the question at hand. First Shark Week, when was it?
2003.
You guys are so wrong. Back in July 1988.
You're lying.
Swear.
Nope.
The first Shark Week occurred. And has
Did they call
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Shark
I
Week
should've
then?
known.
Yes,
I should've
it was
known that,
it was
yeah.
called Shark Week. It's literally almost as old as I am. Almost, by 2 years. The first Shark Week occurred and has since become television's longest running event in history. Pretty impressive. More than American Idol. More than Roseanne.
Not surprised.
Shark Week.
Roseanne's not an event.
It was for
Roseanne's
me.
a TV show.
The first week nearly doubled the Discovery Channel's typical primetime ratings. Yep. It was first intended to help aid in shark conservation and dispel myths. And
Yeah.
since its inception, there have been celebrity cameos, live shows, and all sorts of sensational specials.
Thanks, Jaws.
Yeah. Even Michael Phelps tried to outswim a great white. I think, was it last year? Or the year before?
Maybe, because I didn't watch it.
Didn't know about it.
Yeah, it was, they
Did
like
he?
hyped
Was he
it up.
successful?
No, he
No.
lost.
Yeah,
Like, he lost by a lot.
got burned.
They swim so fast. They're
But
so
that,
fast.
that was one of those Shark Week shows that was like they hyped it up so much, and then the episode was kind of like, eh.
Meh.
kind of like
Meh.
the one this year with Mike Tyson.
Would it have been
Yeah, I didn't watch
better
Battle
if
of
like
Shark.
the shark was like actively like chasing
Yeah, because
him?
they made it look like in the commercials like he was going to be swimming next to a shark, but really they just like timed the shark.
Right. Yeah,
versus
that makes
him.
a lot
Right.
more sense.
But that's not what I tuned in for.
Lame.
If
Don't
he
lie
didn't
to
win,
me.
He like got eaten.
Right. Yeah, loser gets eaten.
Lame.
That's how we're going to play all of our games for the rest of the show. But it's not all theater, and the ever-growing interest has pushed science to capture new and exciting shark moments. In 2001, Shark Week premiered Air Jaws. Yes. What's Air Jaws, Garrett, for those that don't know?
Well, for
Megan
all
looks
of you-
confused.
for all of
I am.
you-
Are you embarrassed that he knows what Air Jaws is?
I'm not
I've told
embarrassed
you about
nor
it.
surprised.
There's-
Garrett is a shark
So
enthusiast.
there's a specific area of South Africa called Seal Island. It is the only place in the world that you will spot great whites breaching out of the water to catch their prey.
He
It's the
has
only
told me.
place. It's the only place that you. I mean, you've seen it before somewhere else, but like not as much.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're like leaping
Yeah, it's incredible.
consistently.
8 feet out of the air.
Like when I tune in for Shark Week, that's what I want to see.
It's
I want great whites up over
Unbelievable.
crushing seals. Like
Yeah.
sorry seals, R.I.P. But
but
you know,
come on,
it's incredible.
yeah, it's crazy.
Let's see if you knew this one, Garrett. In 2001, when they premiered Air Jaws, Sharks of South Africa, the program captured the first ever footage of great white sharks jumping out of the water. In some cases, launching themselves as high as 15 feet in the air. So that like
That's insane.
vision that we have of great whites jumping out of the water was never even caught on tape
Yeah.
before Shark Week. That's pretty cool. You know, so now there's
And
been like Air Jaws
years
2
after
and,
it aired.
What do you mean?
It wasn't like it was right when they
Right,
first
yeah,
started.
exactly.
It was,
So
years
like,
after.
it kind of started as conservation, and now it's been more
Did
about
they, like-
even learning more about them.
Now, of course, I was very young when that first came out.
I was.
Were they at the beginning of the show when they were filming it? Were they actually trying to film a shark breaching? Because like, was it just a legend that they were breaching?
Yeah, I don't
there?
know.
Or
I
was it,
didn't.
like-
I didn't see that.
Or did they
but-
just catch it and they're like, let's rename this segment?
Well, I know that what was it? There was one last year that I saw where they were trying to get, like, I guess no one's ever seen a great white shark sleeping, like what they do when they're sleeping. And like, there's a lot about sharks keep swimming while they're sleeping, but like they've never seen it before with great whites because they go so deep. But I feel like it was last year, they actually caught it on tape and they kind of like just hypnotized and they're still
Were his eyes
moving. I don't remember if his eyes were closed. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they like went out like because they heard rumors or what, but it's pretty exciting.
Because like off the coast of South Africa on Seal Island, it's not like a lot of people were around there. It wasn't like it didn't. I feel like it wasn't word of mouth. They're like, hey, there's
maybe it
sharks
was like
jumping
legends,
out of the water, or were the seals telling them? You never know.
I would imagine that it was like a common feeding ground. They knew they were going to see great whites.
And they were
But then
probably doing a
what?
different type of show.
The sharks flying.
And they're like, oh my god,
We should call it Air Jaws. Everyone's gonna love it.
imagine how rich the man is that named it. Air Jaws.
Pretty rich.
Guys, wait. Air Jaws.
Ka-ching.
I like it.
And that's it. And they're like, yes,
Yeah.
we sign off on it. Yeah, so that's what happened historically during Shark Week. But those shark attacks make for dramatic headlines. The University of Florida reported that in 2017, there were just 88 unprovoked shark attacks around the world. Guess how many of those were fatal?
3.
8.
Good guesses. 5. We'll split the difference. In 2019, Florida had the most unprovoked attacks in the U.S. with a grand total of 21, with Hawaii, Garrett, second, with number 9.
Tiger shark.
So I think, a lot of what Shark Week does is obviously sensationalizes a lot of shark activity, but really they're not, even though they're scary and like they could easily kill
like
you.
dogs.
Right. They don't really want to.
That's what I've learned from Shark Week is that they're very curious. Like they
Yes.
are coming to check you out.
They're
and,
like
they
dogs.
investigate with
Yeah.
their mouth.
They're just
like
large.
they might eat you, but then they taste you
And
and
their
like you're not a
mouth.
seal.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what I signed up for. Have
That's
a good
true.
day.
Yes.
They might just come check you out
That's
with
true.
a bite, with a little nib.
And Garrett said they were like dogs.
They're like dogs. Big dogs.
Yeah.
And they bite.
Big,
sometimes.
wet puppies.
But there's
Big puppies
a
with
sad
pepper.
side to this curiosity.
Tell us about it.
I saw it recently on Shark Week, and I won't forget it. It has stayed with me.
Tell me.
They're almost making the otters go extinct.
In one area.
Okay. They think that they used to be another area and they are extinct there, and now they're working their way towards a different area, a new area.
They're murdering
off the coast of
otters.
California.
What's happening? I saw it too, but
They're
I want to
taking
hear
big
it from you.
chomps of them, but just one like chomp, but like, they're not that.
They're
big.
hardly even chomps. They just kind of like go up to them and like,
They just take like,
like
a little
gently
nib, like literally like a taste,
put their
but
teeth
it
on
kills
them.
them.
Yeah.
They don't eat them. Like they have found so many otter bodies
they
that aren't
murder
like
otters.
consumed.
damn. That's really sad.
It is really sad.
It's like if you go out to eat and you order chicken tenders,
If a
but
dog
the tenders aren't good.
If a dog did that, they would
I
put
don't,
the
you
dog.
I
spit
don't
them out?
understand the analogy. I think it's because they kind of resemble seals, but then they're like a lot like furrier.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is what's happening
that's
in
true.
there.
Like if you order chicken tenders and you get them and then there's hair on them, you're not gonna eat them.
Right.
Right, but you might put it in your mouth accidentally.
Did you have a bad experience with chicken tenders?
I'm just trying to think of like the most relatable
Thing
food
for
type.
Megan?
Yeah.
I actually had chicken nuggets before I got here. So.
She was trying to hide the bag from me. I'm like, Megan, what's that?
Oh,
She's like,
it's just
it's
the mail.
It's mail. It's mail. It's just
Who
mail.
sends you chicken tenders in the mail? Oh, gross. All right. So we're going to talk about some disproportionate sadness here. So we talked about only 88 unprovoked shark attacks in the world annually, but more than 100 million sharks are killed every year as a result of industrial fishing, an issue that hits home, bless you,
Thank you.
with Discovery executives.
Sorry.
And it hits home with us too. I remember I was on the beach not that long ago, and I saw a shark fin just on the,
Oh.
like on the shore. Like
Like
someone caught it,
Someone
cut it
caught
off.
cut it off.
Why'd they cut the fin off? Oh, and put it back?
They I don't know if they put the I don't really know. I don't know a lot about shark murder, but I do know that
I've seen a few things in the past few years that's been pretty disturbing. There was one kid in I think it was Sarasota, him and his friends caught I think it was a black tip or something, but it was a little large. It was a little bit larger. They tied its tail to the back of the boat and drug it.
Yes, I heard that.
And
That's sick.
Law enforcement got into it, but he had like rich parents, and they like got him off. It was like the worst thing ever.
Oh,
He was just awful human.
yeah, and what were you gonna say, Meg? Oh, it looked like you were gonna say something.
Well, I will say something.
Go ahead.
It's one thing to like fish them and like then eat them, like consume them.
Black
Which
tips are
like
really
I think we're probably already doing that in excess, but
Right.
to literally just drag them from a boat,
Yeah, just torture
Yeah,
them.
that's just like
Right.
the worst. That's the worst kind of human you can find.
Yeah, and like I saw something, I forget if it was sharks or not, but where kids were fishing and catching fish and like pouring beer.
Yeah, they were
then-
doing beer,
and-
like luges through their bodies.
First
off,
of all,
gross.
that's disgusting,
It is.
and you're probably going to get worms. And second of all, that's not cool. Sharks are an important part of the ecosystem. We need them, and a reasonable amount of fishing is okay. But you don't want to torture them. Yeah. You're a jerk. Then you're the real shark
Yeah.
in that
Yeah,
situation.
you're the one
idiot.
attacking.
Right.
The
Yeah.
needlessly.
Yeah.
Right. So today we're going to talk about some things that you can do on your Florida vacation to protect sharks and maybe even run into them around the state in a safe way.
Safely.
So the largest concentration of sharks in the world, where do you think that is, guys?
Daytona Beach.
Like in an aquarium?
Like in the world, like a part of the world where there's the most sharks.
Are we talking in the ocean or an aquarium?
In the ocean.
Okay.
In the free sea, the sea.
I'm
free.
gonna guess Florida based on
It's
the shark
Florida.
attack statistics.
Ding ding ding. Yep,
I was
it's
just
Florida.
very specific.
You were very specific about the area. I think it's more the Keys than.
It's because we get two different oceans.
That's
We got,
true.
like this kind of ocean sharks and this kind of ocean.
And it's
sharks.
because the water's warm all year round. So some
Nice.
like great whites
They like
come
it
here
warm.
when it's
They like
warm.
a warm water.
Yep,
They filmed
warm,
one off
super
the
warm.
Sanibel last year, I remember.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about where you can find great whites, but they
do
actually
sharks
do
ever
come
eat
there.
manatees?
I don't know.
Probably not. They're mostly, the manatees are, you see them a lot in like brackish water. Maybe a bull shark gets them every now and then, but
I've seen some things too where they'll like with whales or like big fattier sea mammals, if they die of like natural causes,
Then
there's
they'll, like,
more
pick
like
at it.
scavenger type
Yeah.
of sharks that'll pick at it.
a lot of sharks are scavengers.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Right.
That's what not a lot of
They're not
people know.
necessarily hunting.
Like opportunistic
Like tiger
hunters.
sharks.
Should we play a game?
Yes.
Should we play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Ooh.
Game time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's game hour on the game time.
What? It's game time. This is a quick game.
Cool.
There's a lot of sharks in Florida. I want to see which of you can name the most sharks
In
It's
Florida?
Garrett. Spoiler alert.
in Florida. Florida sharks.
Yeah, I'll let you go first, Megan.
Okay. A black tip reef shark. A white tip reef shark. A bull shark. A tiger shark.
I like how everyone's a question.
a tiger shark.
Uh-huh.
A nurse shark. A great white. Hold. There's more sharks. That's all.
Tick,
Wait, no.
Tick, 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 tick,
Shark.
tick. All right, Garrett.
Bull shark, great white, hammerhead,
Hammerhead
tiger
is
shark,
obvious.
Yep.
bonnet head,
Yep.
black tip,
Yep.
lemon shark.
Yep.
Is it
Killing
great
it.
tip, not
Is that
white
it?
tip?
No, there's a
Oh,
couple
I
more.
thought that was like.
But you already swept. Is the
Emphasis.
point? You won.
Emphasis.
You won.
Well,
Clearly.
listen.
I'm not done.
Okay. Resume, and then I will tell you a little something about Garrett. to
Nurse
explain.
shark.
Yeah, you think you
I
said,
said nurse shark. I did.
Oh, I thought.
There's
okay.
5 more that you could name,
Oh,
or maybe you might have said. Did you say reef shark?
I mean, I
He
said
said the
black tip.
specific types of reef
But-
sharks
okay,
were a
reef
little
shark.
more.
Well, there's one that's
knowledgeable than that.
a reef shark.
Gray reef shark.
I don't have that on my list. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Okay.
But these are the most common. There's also a sandbar shark.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Yeah. I want to be, if I'm going to be any kind of shark, I want to be a sandbar shark. There's a dusky shark,
A dusky.
a silky shark,
Is he
like
silky?
a terrier, and the mako, the fastest shark
Yeah, that's
in
all
the
over
ocean.
Yeah.
on the oil rigs. Like
There you go,
eat
the mako
tuna
shark.
out there.
So, how old were you, Garrett, when you had this
Third
project?
grade.
In third grade,
Uh-huh.
Garrett and his classmates were assigned a shark to research.
Okay.
And Garrett knows quite a bit about his shark, but he also
The
knows
gray reef shark.
every one of his classmates' sharks.
almost.
Both the classmate's name and the shark that they had and some facts about it.
Really
He's a
hit
shark
home
freak.
with you.
Shark fanatic.
Oh, wait. Yes! I got a chance to use it. All right. Very good. Nice job.
Hunter
Garrett.
Belcher had the black tip.
Shout out to Hunter Belcher.
Hunter Belcher.
Ben Cook had the Galapagos.
Oh.
And you've met Galapagos
I've
sharks.
met Galapagos
So
sharks.
tell
That's
us a
pretty
little
cool.
bit about Galapagos sharks.
They're not in
were-
Florida, though, I don't think.
They were
No.
found in Hawaii, which is interesting.
Wow.
Not Galapagos.
That is
Well,
interesting.
You can get them in the Galapagos Islands.
I figured.
Of course. Are we at that segment already?
What segment? The Galapagos
Oh,
shark
we're just talking
segment?
about our encounters with sharks.
Oh, we could talk. We'll talk memories in a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
we'll
We'll
hold
table
on the
that. We'll
Galapagos
table it. I
sharks.
know you're excited to talk about
Can I have
your
that?
third grade
Can I-
project.
No, I'm going to drink it.
Shout out to public
He's trying
school
to
teachers.
steal my cocktail.
Private
Yeah.
school teacher.
Private school. I forgot because you had the carving station during your lunch. I totally
The
forgot.
lunches were not that good.
Yeah. They
They were
weren't
that
in
good.
public school.
They
either.
weren't.
So let's talk about
that.
some common activities that you might do while you're on vacation and some of the sharks that you'll see. So snorkeling, we just went snorkeling.
We did.
Yep, that was awesome. We
didn't see a
went
shark.
down off Key West. All I ever want to see is a shark when I'm snorkeling. The closest
Yeah.
I've ever gotten was we were kayaking after we were snorkeling and we saw the fin of what looked like a bonnet head shark, but we didn't get to see him underwater.
Oh, a little bonnet head.
I know.
Cute.
Yeah. But the most common shark that you'll see snorkeling the waters of the Florida Keys, you want to guess what it is?
Nurse shark.
It is a nurse shark.
Aw, that's nice.
It is
You're
nice.
safe.
Yep.
You know?
They typically linger toward the bottom. They hang out. They have little, they almost look like catfish. Mm-hmm. You know, they got little
suckerfish.
whiskies. Yeah. Then you'll see a bull shark. You'll see a hammerhead.
Horrifying.
You'll see a mako. If I saw a mako, I'd probably puke.
If I saw a bull shark,
Yeah,
I'd
I'd
probably
puke
puke.
if I saw a bull shark. They're vicious.
Are they?
Yeah, they're the most like
Aggressive?
dangerous.
Bull
Yeah.
shark and tiger sharks, like they want to.
I want to see a shark so bad that I
They
don't
want to
care.
mess you up. They want to mess you up. I said.
Beep. Should we get a beep? Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'll be
well,
too late
you'll
on
have
it.
a
I'll
beep.
just beep right after.
You can just beep it
Yeah.
in post. Beep it in post.
You'll see tiger sharks and great whites.
Yeah.
Great whites have actually been spotted in Florida recently, everywhere from Jupiter to Key West. The largest was a 20-foot shark that was spotted just off a mile of Palm Beach back in this last February. The odds of you actually running into a great white shark, though, are pretty low. There was some misinformation that great whites didn't migrate here always, but I guess they have. And I don't know if it's just more people out on the water that they're seeing them, so it feels weird. Or maybe with all the Shark Week stuff, people just assume that great whites are only in cold water because we see them hunting seals all the time. But they're here. They're here half
Do
the
you
year.
guys agree that great whites are the scariest shark?
They're the most horrifying. Like
Yeah,
if you
they're pretty
encounter
scary.
them, they're huge.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah. And like,
Their mouths are the scariest, also.
Nah, mako sharks are pretty freaky. But
yeah,
they're-
mako sharks have that like long, like slender.
It's the
They're
same
so
type
menacing.
of shark.
What's the
as
shark
a
that, like,
great white.
launches
They're both
its jaws
mackerel-
at you?
They're both part of the mackerel family.
Interesting. I
What's
did
the
not know
shark
that.
that you told me about that like launches
The
its jaws at
goblin
you?
shark, Megan.
Oh,
The
yes, and it's like teeth come out?
Yes.
That's freaky. I wouldn't like that. Something
Those are
about great
deep water
whites,
sharks,
though,
though.
like when they're not hunting, they're pretty like slow. They don't look like that scary.
They're still swimming faster than any human, though, essentially.
That's true, especially me.
I've never seen a mako shark's mouth. It is pretty scary, but I just sometimes feel like you could like grab a shark's snout and they can't bite you. You know what I mean?
No,
it's kinda
that's
when
not-
You've
someone-
been watching too much anime, I think.
You
I
have.
don't-
You could not do that in
I'm
real
not
life.
sure how that's at all related to anime.
Because you think, you know what I'm talking about. She's like, pew, pew. You could just grab his face and
But,
like
like, its
lightning
snout
bolts
goes
and
past jaws, so you could just like hold the snout and it's gonna be like,
But
you know, like how
think
like when you
about
put your
this,
hand on a guy's forehead
Megan.
or a kid and they like launch their arms at you, same kind of
But
thing.
think
sharks don't
about
have
this,
arms.
Megan.
But
You're,
it-
that's,
okay.
that's doing that
Wait,
to-
imagine if sharks had arms.
Don't even.
How come Garrett can say it and I can't say
Don't
it?
even.
They'd be jacked.
Yeah, they would be jacked.
Would they swim like humans?
Like freestyle?
I think they would swim
The
like
breaststroke.
mermaids. Like, ooh, ooh.
Real quick, Megan, that there's a big difference between you holding back a child from that and a 15-foot
True.
great white.
And the
with
mako's
all-
like so
made
fast,
of
so
all
obviously
muscle.
it's got
Right.
some power.
Straight muscle. Fish
Fastest shark
muscle,
in
which
the-
is the muscle of
fastest
this
shark
kind.
in the
I'll
sea.
just bite it
Yeah.
back.
Fastest
What's
shark in the
another
sea.
way that you might encounter sharks on vacation?
Shark cage.
Just sitting
event.
on the beach.
You
I mean, in
could
the
do a
water.
shark caging event.
Yeah.
I'll skip ahead a little bit here.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I learned in my research, because I always associate shark diving with like great whites off the coast of Africa, shark cage diving, but you can do that in Florida.
Yeah.
I did not know that. How come we haven't done that?
I would do it, but is it pricey?
It's just like anything else. I looked, the prices range like around 100 to 150 bucks a person.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You guys don't look. Are you scared? Are you scared just thinking
I
about
would
it?
already done it.
I would do it.
You've done it?
But I feel like-
Where?
Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get to that. That's the club.
That's right, the
Sharks.
memories. I'm sorry. So I didn't know this, but it looks like the most popular spot to go shark diving is in Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
far away.
It is far.
It's not that
It's
far.
a few planets away.
You can drive.
But I wonder if it's because, oh, zing, if it's on like the Atlantic side, so it's colder, maybe? I don't know.
Well, it's the Atlantic. Yeah, I mean it is colder for sure.
Yeah, but apparently you can encounter all sorts of sharks when you go out diving. I want to do it. Would you guys do it?
I'm in.
I'm not like super claustrophobic, but I feel like I might get a little claustrophobic. in
No,
that
you'll be fine.
scenario.
It's a big cage normally.
Okay, but I'm under the water and I'm using a breathing tube.
If it swam past you, would you like reach out and try to touch it?
What if you
I
use
might.
What if you use like one of like the hookah air masks? I mean air.
Like a snorkel? Wait, no. What is it called? Scuba?
A snooba?
Snooba!
I do like the snooba.
I would
like
snooba.
the
I'll
idea
snooba
of
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I've done it.
Snooba? It's
Snooba.
where like you have like a mouthpiece and there's a long tube like connected to the boat.
I always thought that was hookah. That was a hookah.
No, that's
that was a
no
hookah.
hookahs.
Hookahs with tobacco.
No,
Yeah.
And you could get different flavors.
Yeah.
And water.
And
you.
it serves your nicotine addiction.
Right.
That's
You're
prevalent.
thinking of something else.
We're talking about snooba.
Yeah.
Snooba?
I've actually
Like scuba
done
snorkeling?
it, but that's gonna be one of my memories. So we'll talk
You've
about that. in a minute.
snooped?
Snooped. Sort of. I've sort of snooped.
Snubbed?
Snubbed. Yeah. Snobed.
Snooped?
Yeah.
Snoobud?
So yeah, shark diving sounds cool. I would love to do it. There's a few places that we're gonna put in the show notes if you're interested in doing some shark diving. But also, one of the most popular reasons people come to Florida, especially the Keys. Crickets? Do I have crickets in here? No.
Huh?
No. You do have crickets.
I do have crickets. Fishing? Hello?
Yeah, fishing.
Duh.
Fishing.
Totally.
Duh. So sharks are apex predators. Garrett, why don't you tell our audience what an apex predator is?
Top of the food chain.
Tippity top of the food chain. They play an important role in marine ecosystems, and releasing sharks in a way that increases their chance of survival is an important step forward in achieving and maintaining healthy, sustainable shark populations. So we definitely recommend going to myfwc.com, so that's myfloridafishandwildlife.com, for any prohibited sharks while you're fishing, especially because it's updated frequently, and sometimes things can change seasonally, so you don't want to get caught with a shark that you're not supposed to have or a quantity that you're not supposed to have and then get a citation.
Just saying, that's a really good Instagram to follow.
FWC.
Oh, really?
FWC's
Yeah.
awesome.
I should follow it.
There was a good they whenever they drop like old boats into the ocean to become artificial reefs, they
Yes.
always film it and stuff and put it on
Oh,
there. It's
that's
really
fun.
Cool. It's really cool.
That is really cool. So we're going to talk about some harvestable sharks, meaning that you can have one if you find it.
As a pet?
No,
As a
you
food.
Can, like, eat it, enjoy
Yeah,
it.
as like a meat.
Wait, really quick. Has
Yeah.
anyone here ever tasted shark?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Garrett has.
I've had
What
blacktip.
can you tell us?
Okay.
Caught blacktip in the river actually.
And then you guys ate it.
Coos Hatch River, and then my grandfather filleted it up and we ate it
And
that
how
night.
was
As a
it?
Florida man.
Delicious.
Really?
It's very good.
Would you compare it to any other fish?
No.
I have questions.
Yeah. If
No, I really wouldn't.
Okay.
It's,
Why?
What's the texture
What
like?
makes it unique?
I imagine
It's-
it being very tough.
It was very long. It was a long time ago, but
Lame.
it was tougher than fish for sure.
Uh-huh.
Not flaky.
No, not really flaky. It kind of reminded me of like swordfish almost.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
It's like a
I
steak.
do
Gamey,
like
it's very gamey.
swordfish.
I love swordfish.
Gamey.
No, like it's a game fish type. They're very muscly and they're
Uh-huh.
not really very flaky.
Yeah.
It's like thick.
It's not like grouper.
Thick boy.
Yeah.
I love grouper.
I love grouper. And I love swordfish, so I'd probably love shark.
Yeah, I think I would.
Shark's good.
Some other fish, sharkfish that you're allowed to get one of.
Bonnethead.
Oh no minimum size limit? I don't know, you can get a lot. Whatever, you can fish these. Atlantic sharpnose, whatever the heck that is.
Good luck finding
a
it.
black nose, a black tip, a bonnet head. A bonnet head looks like a small baby hammerhead,
Yeah.
like a little hammerhead puppy.
I wonder if they're good.
A fine tooth, a smooth dogfish, and Florida I don't know if this is pronounced smoot-hounds or smooth-hounds.
I think it's smooth hound.
Don't look at me.
Smoot-hounds.
It's smooth hound.
But those are the
They're the
ones
preppiest of
that
sharks.
yeah. And then prohibited shark species must remain in the water. So let's say that you catch something and it's something that you're not supposed to have. You can't take it out of the water. You have to, once you reel it in and you see that it's a shark you're not supposed to have, let their gills stay submerged in the water from a shore or from a vessel. And you must release them without delay. So don't pick it up, hug it, take all your selfies with it. If hook removal will delay the release, cut the hook or the leader as close to the hook as possible.
Smooth hound does not look like a tasty shark.
See?
Is it smooth hound
It's kind
or
of
smooth
like,
hound?
Let's see. It looks like a.
It does look like
Yeah,
it.
they look gross.
He looks skinny and like dorky looking.
Interesting. And then
You guys gonna bully me in gym class?
oh, shut up, smooth hound. And then there's probably the safest way to interact with sharks when you're on vacation, and that's in an aquarium or a park. So we're going to talk about some places that you can see them. Discovery Cove.
#SeaWorld.
#SeaWorld. You can also see them. Discovery Cove is a cool place to see sharks. You can actually swim with them there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They have black tips in the tank. Also the Key West Aquarium. And
Very angry we didn't get to go to that.
yes, I love the Key West Aquarium. And the Florida Keys Aquarium Encounters in Marathon. You can feed nurse sharks at both of those places. I did it at the Key West Aquarium. It was really cool. They like chomp.
Are there... I don't remember when we were there for Food and Wine. Are there sharks at Epcot?
Yeah, in the tank.
There
you
are?
can. Yep. I think I
didn't
have
know if
that
there
on
were
here.
or not.
Yeah, you can swim with them, and there's other fish. They have like a whole reef. But the thing about that one is you have to have your scuba certification because you're actually scuba diving. Where these like Discovery Cove, you're snorkeling, and the Florida Aquarium in Tampa, which is a great aquarium if you've
Yeah,
never been there.
it is good.
They also do a shark swim.
But let's talk about the big tube in SeaWorld.
Oh, the snuba?
No, I'm talking about at SeaWorld.
Oh, yes.
The big two?
Yes,
There's
they have. Tell us about
shark.
it, Garrett.
There's a shark area in SeaWorld, and this was at the end of my third grade shark extravaganza. We all went to SeaWorld,
That's cool.
and we did our reports there, stuff like that. But SeaWorld has this huge shark area, just
Like
this
what you
whole
walk
building.
through, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, it's like a tunnel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
and there's
Secret
sharks.
tunnel. Sorry. No.
What is that?
It's
I
from
don't
a
wanna
show,
know.
but it's also from a TikTok.
Oh, okay. TikTok's canceled. So
Possibly
It's not
R.I.P.
that, not
get your
yet.
swipes in now.
They're trying to just make it American, and then Trump's okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's this big aquarium, and it's specifically dedicated to the sharks at SeaWorld. Super awesome, very just it's beautiful. Like the tube you go through, it's all around you. It's
You almost
I-
feel
God,
like you're
I love it.
underwater with them.
Yeah, I love it.
And you're on one of those, what are they called? Like people movers, moving sidewalks?
Yeah,
So you can like just chill and kind of stand there and get taken through
yeah.
the abyss.
I'm very excited for us to go there in a few months.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going.
Well, we
Maybe.
are probably going
Okay.
because they're like basically giving away annual passes.
At this point, they
Right.
really are. It's $26 a month for 4 different parks.
It's Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Adventure
Adventure
Island,
Island.
Aquatica.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's hard to say no to.
26
It
$6.
is.
Wow.
It really is.
And
No
Aquatica's
down
awesome,
payment.
too.
Like it's $26 a month.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So you'd be an idiot not to go.
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're giving it away.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome. And then Discovery Cove is probably my favorite. What?
There's one thing we left out.
What?
With that, you get a free animal encounter. Yeah.
What? That's worth it right there.
It
I
We
know.
do the animal encounter almost every time, and it's like $60 to $100.
I've
It's
never done
incredible.
Oh my
excited
gosh.
to
Do you
do
get to choose?
I think so.
Yeah, there's like options. It's
What
not,
are the
I don't think it's
options?
all of them.
I want to.
I'm not
Beluga whale,
sure.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've touched one.
I do a shark thing. I do a penguin thing for sure.
Yeah, I've done that. We've done pretty much all of it.
What's the best one you've done?
There was one. It was like a backstage Arctic thing where you got to meet the beluga whales and
Nice.
pet their sweet heads.
Oh.
You got to kiss a walrus on the mouth.
That's nice.
It was very stinky sweet. And what are they? Seals. Seals came out. I don't think you got to touch the seals.
I
but
like
they-
seals.
Yeah.
They seem nice.
Yeah.
nice.
They weren't nice enough to touch, I don't think. But
Oh,
they come
really?
out
They're
like on
like
their
curious,
bellies. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
They're
they're
like
curious.
interested.
Yeah,
But-
for sure.
Like sharks.
Right. They might be curious with their teeth.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
zero teeth.
it's just a seal's teeth.
Have you ever seen a leopard seal?
No.
They're
Those
kinda
things are
scary.
vicious.
Yeah,
Yeah?
they're like really big and they kill the crap out of penguins.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Poor penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, back to that, SeaWorld, super awesome. Very excited to go back.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
That's cool. Good for you guys. Let me know when you go. But the Discovery Cove one, talking about snowboarding, is pretty cool. Because if you can't scuba dive, which I am not certified, because I'm not good at math, I feel like...
What?
I don't.
I think you have to be good at
I'm
math.
sorry. I can't go scuba diving. I failed my reading test.
Because you have to, like, know about your oxygen
I'm bad at
and,
English.
like,
You just have to
how
be
many
able
feet.
to read the amount of oxygen you have, you mean?
I'm bad at math. I can't
I don't
count.
know how
But what if I get it wrong?
to read numbers.
Right. You know numbers, they like, freak me out. And then I would be like, oh my gosh, I have plenty of oxygen.
Steph, I get it. I couldn't get my hunting license because I was really, really, really bad at literature.
Okay.
He's messing with me.
I'm scared of the bends. The bends.
Right,
scare me.
yes, and I'll get them.
Yeah, I don't. My lungs are gonna explode if I don't calculate it right. I get
Right.
what you're feeling. Like, I'm
But
good
it's
at
just
math,
you
and I'm
go
afraid.
slow.
What I
What
don't
if
know.
I'm running out of oxygen?
Right,
and I
this
can't
isn't
go
a
slow.
game. I
can't
need
afford to go
oxygen.
slow.
It's very important.
Yeah.
So you can snuba, and you can also do it
I'd
in the
rather
Florida
snuba.
Keys. Basically, they put like a helmet of air on you rather than having a tank.
That's what we're thinking of two different things when it comes to snuba.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking about?
I'm thinking of like the air, like
That's
you
what
put
I'm
it in
thinking.
There
your
is
mouth.
one like that. Yeah, that's
You don't
what real
make it on your
snuba
eyes.
is.
Well, you can, but it's not part of the same.
Yeah, you have
piece.
like goggles.
Yeah.
Right. So rather than having the tank on you.
Yeah.
It's
it
what
would-
you use
above
for
the water.
lobstering.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I want to do that too. But yeah, so you can do that there. And that's cool. So now we're going to go through some of our favorite shark memories. I know Garrett is pretty eager
Got a few.
to share a shark memory with us. So why don't you tell us? Tell us them. Tell us about your shark encounters.
Well, I have talked about one of them already, and it was when I encountered a nurse shark when I was in the Keys in 4th grade at sea camp, and I didn't, and I had one more like portable like picture to take, and I was so excited to get it all back, and the one of the nurse shark, my finger was in front of.
Oh, that's
You can just see the tail.
That sucks. But you have the memory.
Yeah, it was really
least.
great.
Where
and I
was
was the one
sea
that
camp?
pointed it out too. Where did we see the deer?
Big Pine?
It's on Big Pine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was like 3 miles from where we were.
That's so fun.
Yeah. And then the other time was in Hawaii. We went about 4 or 5 miles off of the coast of Oahu, and we went cage diving essentially with Galapagos sharks. There's about
How big are Galapagos sharks?
they can get up to about 9-10 feet.
Wow. That's
They were
pretty big.
I think the largest one we saw was like 7 or 8, but
Wow.
it was
Was it scary?
it wasn't as scary as I expected. It was pretty cool. I mean, I think I was more scared of like the depth. My brother touched one.
That's cool.
You weren't supposed to.
Yeah. You could probably get in trouble if
weren't
you don't get
supposed
your
to.
hand back in the cage.
No, it was really cool. And like they told us they tiger sharks sometimes come by. We didn't see one, but the Instagram of the company that I follow that I
Shut them out.
the same Hawaii Shark Encounters.
Hawaii Shark Encounters.
Yes.
Nice.
Shout out. Somebody saw a tiger shark a few months ago.
Oh,
actually.
sick. It's so
Scary.
fun. That's scary.
But I mean, I think it was me and then like 5 other people. We were all in the cage. It was a big cage. It was big, and we just sat in there for like 20 minutes.
How do you breathe? Do you have a...
It was a snorkel. It was.
Oh,
it
cool.
was
So
a
you kind of
snorkel.
just hang.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool, but it was really choppy. So you were getting knocked
Yes.
against. Like,
That
the
would be kind of
cage.
scary too.
Yeah.
Like not being able to relax.
Yeah, no, you cannot relax. You were like they were like, do not hold on with one hand. Hold on to the
With
cage
both,
with both
hands.
hands.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Would you do that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
If
have
it
a
wasn't
video
too
of it somewhere.
deep.
I need to
I
find
want to
it.
see it. Yeah.
But if you're snorkeling, like, you have your snorkel outside of the water, right? That's
Yeah,
pretty
but you're also
yeah.
getting waves hitting you and you're just,
Yeah.
like sucking up
Right.
Pacific Ocean salt water.
Oh, gross. I've never seen, like I said, a shark out in the wild.
Me neither.
But I do have a memory from Discovery Cove. So they have the Grand Reef there. You know, like it's a huge artificial reef, and there's more, what's the word, predatory animals like behind glass. So they have an exhibit with lionfish, so you can like swim up to them,
Scary.
and it looks like they're in the water with you because they're behind the acrylic glass, but they're not. And then they have like moray eels, which is cool, lobsters. And then there's a shark exhibit where you can swim past the sharks. And it was my first time ever there. And it looks like they're right in there with you. And I was like physically scared, even though I knew that they couldn't get me. I was like, are we sure they're not here? Even though
have you seen Jaws 3?
Right. Or Sharknado, or Meg.
The Meg is not a bad movie.
No, it's not.
I loved
it's
it.
Fun.
It's not a bad movie.
It was great and kind of realistic.
It was fun.
Yeah, you never know what's going on under the water.
I know that.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea. We'll just shout out all our favorite
Mako Sharks.
shark movies.
That was based. Those were 3 Mako Sharks in that movie.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different movie then. Am I? What's the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
Deep Blue Sea.
They were Mako sharks?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because they have
were
they have the largest brain in all the shark kingdom.
I didn't know
Wow.
that.
That's how they get so fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Brain
the
power.
brain power.
Yep.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna go on to.
Oh, I guess my shark experience.
I thought you said you never had a shark experience. I looked at you do you want to say something?
I mean, I have the Grand Reef at Discovery Cove.
Yep.
That counts. And then recently in Key West, where were we? Were we out? What was the place?
Oh yeah, the stoned crab.
I don't know if that really counts.
No, it counts. It's cool.
They're sharks.
Yeah, there's sharks there.
They have like a shallow
Canal.
habitat for the sharks.
Uh-huh.
What kind of sharks are they?
I don't know.
They're
Are they
nurse
nurse
sharks.
sharks? Yeah,
Nurse
they're like
sharks.
Oh, they
smaller
are
nurse
nurse
sharks.
sharks?
Yeah.
And they came out and like gave them some of like the fish debris that they don't use.
And they chomped them right up.
Yeah, they were ravenous.
Yeah.
It was nice.
They just chill there, and they seem docile, like they're all just kind of laying there. And then you toss some fish heads, and they go nuts.
It's a frenzy.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time.
So
I
that's
forgot
really
about
it.
that.
I've never like swam with
I don't
them.
really
We have to
remember
fix
that one.
that.
That was after the Fury trip.
Yes, that was on. We're actually putting together a video for Fury right now, but for those of you that are looking to book a really great trip, if you go out with Fury, you get all the mimosas and beer that you can handle after you are done snorkeling. So,
Or while you're snorkeling.
well, before,
Well, not while you're-
before.
right after,
yeah,
like-
like immediately
it
the
could not-
second you get out of the water.
The second I got out, like, you want a drink? Yeah.
Yes, how
They
many?
definitely have the best excursions in Key West.
Yes.
And they have so many different options.
Yes. So if
Very
you want sharks and mimosas
And fried chicken.
and fried chicken, call Fury.
And
I
fish
forgot
dip.
about the
Oh,
fried
that homemade
chicken.
fish dip.
Ooh, it's good.
Oh, I'm so
I want that
hungry.
fish dip right now.
I'm
yeah.
hungry too.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to tips and dip.
Tips and dip.
Tips and dip.
Tips and dip. Tips and dip. Tips and dip.
It's tips and dip.
Yeah. yeah.
Tips and dip.
So let's give our friends some tips and dip about sharks. What are some things that you can do to keep yourself safe in the water? Because I've never gotten attacked by a shark, but I've seen them out like on the shore. So how can you keep yourself safe, and how can you keep them safe? Because it's a give and take. We don't want to hurt the sharks.
Yeah.
What are some tips that you have?
Don't bring a plastic water bottle.
That's true. Why don't you bring? Because I'm thirsty.
Why?
It's
I'm
hot
thirsty
out.
when I'm
Why
there.
don't I want to bring a
The-
plastic bottle into the
The
water?
crunchy sound of the yeah, I don't know. I thought that was weird. The crunchy sound of like the plastic is
Yes.
like it sounds like a feed frenzy, like bones getting crushed and
Yes.
chewed up, and they're like, ooh.
Oh, what's going on there? It's like
Food.
golden
No one
corral
told me
for
about
sharks.
this frenzy.
Right. And they come in and check you out.
Real quick, just sidebar. Has anybody taken a look at Golden Corral? Are they okay?
He's very concerned.
Sorry. I have no idea what's
I
happening
think
with golden
that
corral.
I think you come up and you're like, I will take this meat, please, and they're like, here's your meat.
But that's just a restaurant then.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, it's like
It's not Golden Corral.
like a buffet line, but they serve
that
you
true?
like a cafeteria line.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm pretty sure I heard that. I'll find out right now.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I'll
you're
just get-
doing
I'll
that.
just-
Let's go
I'll
back
just
to
get
let's go back to
with
tips
my
and
contact.
dip.
At Golden Corral.
What other kind of tips do you have?
I mean, don't swim if you have a cut. First off,
That's true.
That's
Don't
not-
bleed in the water.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, the shark doesn't know. It just smells blood.
That's true.
Yeah. If they could differentiate between fish blood and human blood, it'd be fine. But they can't.
But they can't. They're just hungry.
Yeah.
What about like certain times of day swimming at the
Yeah,
beach?
twilight and not twilight. Yeah, twilight.
Dusk.
And dusk and nighttime.
Yeah.
That's their feeding.
Early morning.
time. Yeah,
Pause.
we don't want to go there.
Golden Corral does offer a no-touch buffet service.
Oh, nice.
But then you're like, more.
But
more.
I take it with my hands.
Right. I only use my hands
Yeah.
when I pile macaroni and cheese onto my plate. Oh, stop. I'm so hungry. We can't keep talking about food.
But yeah, don't go swimming at night. Don't go swimming early in the morning. Anything like that. Like I know it's very peaceful to go on a morning swim, but that's
Sharks agree.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Shark Week, guys? If you still go on morning swims,
Yeah. Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
And two, even like some people think that if they're just in shallow water, like nothing's going to happen, but that's typically
most
where
attacks
those
are
attacks
in
happen.
Less than 3 feet of water.
Right. So don't do that.
What's the best like defense if they are attacked?
Eyes.
Oh,
Go for
the
the
Swing.
eyes.
Just start swinging.
Go for
Not
the
the
eyes,
nose.
punch him in the
I
snout.
was gonna go for the nose. Yeah, the snout.
Yeah.
Gills. Get him in the gills.
Ooh,
grab
Yeah,
their
that's a
gills.
good
sad
one.
kind of.
They'll be
Well,
fine.
it's like, yeah, they're going to be okay.
Now
But
the
you wanna
thing
try to
is,
save
Fewer than, I
though,
guess.
and this is something that not a lot of people know, but if you get attacked by a shark, like, and you're trying to like fend it off or anything like that, the scales are sharp. Like, you
yeah,
can
it's
get,
like sandpaper.
Yeah,
So if they're big, it's really rough.
yeah.
Wait, their scales are rough?
Like their skin.
I
like-
imagine that they felt like stingrays. They don't.
No,
No,
they're
wow.
very rough.
One side.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like how scales are. Like it's smooth one way and then very rough.
Doesn't
the
it like
other.
look like they would feel like stingrays?
It does
Yeah.
Do you
look
know
like
what I
they would
mean?
be smooth, but they're not. So that's good to know.
Huh. Also, do we know if like females or males are typically more aggressive?
I don't know that. Garrett will refer to our resident shark expert.
I don't know.
Great.
Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I said it depends on what time of the month it is. So what are some things that you can do to protect them? Our ocean buddies, our apex predators that we cherish.
Let them eat you.
Just give
Just
yourself
let it
up.
go.
If you see one, just let go
You're gonna
into its mouth.
nourish them, and then no
Uh-huh.
one's gonna be like, a shark attacked you. Let's go get that shark.
That's true. Then they can't find you.
Yeah.
And there's
Do
no
they do that
revenge.
with sharks like they do with alligators?
I
Do they,
mean,
find
I
them
would
and
imagine.
bring them?
They have,
somewhere, yeah.
Probably. I mean, they did in back in the 1916. That was the year of those attacks in New York. But they were like on like a manhunt for the shark that like attacked these people, and it was based. Jaws. It was based on Jaws.
Right.
You know.
Well,
Jaws was based
Jaws
on
was based
it.
on it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The shark was like, I freaking love this movie. I'm gonna go
love
kill
it.
people.
He's my
But
hero.
yeah, I love Jaws.
Jaws is based on those attacks. And fun fact, though, they've realized those attacks were probably done by a bull shark, actually.
Huh?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because one of them was done in a river.
And great whites can't go into fresh water.
Can't. Just bull sharks.
Interesting.
Bull sharks are the only one.
Good to know. Another thing that you can do that we talk about a lot is get eco-friendly sunscreen.
Yes.
So we don't kill all the coral reefs. So I know you guys found some eco-friendly sunscreen. Who made that?
I believe it was Banana Boat.
Banana boat.
It was like they were like one for sensitive skin.
Nice. Yeah, so just read the labels. Also, aerosol
hard to
sprays are really bad because sometimes you might think, I'm not even going in the beach. I'm just going to be at the pool at the resort. Aerosol spray sunscreen, if it's not reef safe, can travel up to 2 miles in the air after you spray it and get into the ocean and then kill the coral reef, kill some of the feeder fish, hence no food or
sharks.
shelter for our apex predators. Also, pick up your freaking trash.
Yes.
They find all sorts of trash in shark bellies.
trash man.
Trash. I'm the trash
Well,
man.
you can't blame humans for tiger sharks, though. They eat anything.
But you can blame them for the trash.
Yeah.
Like license plates.
They found
Tires.
a full knight's armor in one of their summers.
Really?
Badass.
Wow.
Can I say badass?
They found a
Yeah, I think
they
so.
found a caribou.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
How do you get a caribou? The caribou was like, I feel like going for a swim.
And then shark. Well, maybe something else ate the caribou, then the shark ate. Wow.
What, it would still
What
be
else
something in
would
the
have eaten
water
the
that
caribou? That
ate
was
the
in the
caribou. A
salt
big
water.
tuna.
But they found license plates from like Mississippi in a tiger shark's stomach. Like,
Wow.
He
That's
ate a whole
wild.
car.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just ate the whole
Interesting. Is there anything else that we can do to protect them? I don't know. Be educated.
Just don't
Be nice.
Don't touch them.
You can donate to the FWC, I'm sure.
That's
You can donate
true,
to
yeah.
a lot of places. for shark
SeaWorld does a lot of
conservation.
stuff for sharks.
That's
Yeah.
true. Disney does a lot of stuff. So yeah, if you want to help give back, you can do that and support a lot of these places that typically are getting attendance and they donate a portion of their profits. They're not getting attendance, so those donations are not going to happen. So if you got extra money lying around, go ahead and take care of the sharks because they're taking care of you.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any final thoughts on sharks?
Be mindful. Just
Yeah.
if you see one, you see it. Don't go near it. and
Shark!
Don't mess with it. Don't yell
Yes, don't flap around like a delicious seal.
Yep.
unless they're biting you.
Yeah, and then really
'Cause
do whatever you have to do.
you need to get out of there.
But don't act like food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the commercialization of the movie industry of evil sharks definitely has not helped this situation.
True.
But it seems like they're going further away from it. There's not as many as there used to be. And even Shark Week hasn't been doing it as much. They haven't done a lot of like, documentaries on people that have survived shark attacks.
Right.
Because it's demonizing. It can be demonizing.
Right.
And that's not
And
what
they're
they
all
want.
pretty much accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a misunderstanding.
It was. Oh, you're not a seal.
Oh, my bad. I'll leave this leg here.
Here.
Take this back.
Sorry.
My apologies. Okay. Cool. Any thoughts, Meg?
I mean,
You're named
cool.
after a shark. Yeah.
Oh, I am.
You are.
The megalodon.
That's right.
The most infamous shark there is, really.
Really. Huge. All right, guys. Now it's time for our Just a Day in Paradise Trivia Challenge. You are playing for one of our sweet sticker packs that represent some of our favorite places in Florida. Here we go. All sharks have a sixth sense that helps them hone in on prey during the final phase of attack. I don't know how to say it. It's the ampullae of Lorenzini. Are found on sharks' snouts and can sense what that is emitted by animals in the surrounding water. Don't answer. He always wants to answer.
He does.
You can't do it. No, Garrett. It's for our friends at home. Okay. If you think you know the answer, let us know on Twitter at the Dip Crew or email me, Steph, at justadayinparadise.com. We will select one winner at random and shout you out on our Instagram story.
Sick.
Good luck. Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Just a Podcast in Paradise. We know that you have your choice of travel podcasts, and we thank you for choosing to travel with us. We would love it if you would subscribe so you don't miss an episode and give us a 5-star review if you enjoyed your time with us today. You can also follow us on Instagram at Just Take a Dip for daily updates on what's happening around Florida, and check out our YouTube channel, Just a Day in Paradise, for destination ideas, restaurant reviews, unboxing things you might want to take on your next trip, and copycat recipes from some of our favorite places in paradise. If you want to help us out by supporting the Dip Crew or get some of our recipes from this or previous episodes, check us out on Patreon. We're wishing you a little bit of sunshine wherever you are, and we hope to see you in paradise soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
Bye.
Happy Shark Week.
Bye, sharks. Thank you for all the sharks listening out there.
Thanks, sharks.
Yeah.
You fund all of our stuff.
That was good.
Shark sponsor us.